반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Gong Jin-taek was tracking down the van that almost killed Mari in a hit-and-run accident. He heard that the amount she paid for the van matched exactly the amount went missing from Hong Egyo's account. At first, he dismissed it as a coincidence, but when he faced the true nature of Gong Jin-dan, he became fearful. Then, he gradually began to suspect and heard a shocking story from Soyun. She said, "Honey, did you know that mom is dating the man who lives in the house with the broken door? But I heard something really strange. They have a son together. It's so strange that there's a son between mom and that man. As far as I know, the only child Egyo has is Jindan." It's like Suyeon was muttering as if possessed by a ghost, connecting the missing money from Egyo's account, the hit-and-run incident, and the fact that there was a son between Hong Egyo and the man with the broken door. Gong Jin-taek felt a chill run down his spine. He thought that if Egyo had ordered the man to make Mari's accident look like a hit and run, then it meant that Egyo and the man were really dating, and if there was a son between them, then that son must be Gong Jin-dan. When Gong Jin-taek found out about this, he immediately put aside what he was doing and went straight home. He went into Egyo's room and had everything she owned, including her clothes thrown away by people he hired. Gong Dae-suk asked with wide eyes, "Why are you doing this?" Gong Jin-taek showed him the DNA test results he had brought. Gong Dae-suk was shocked to see them. Hong Egyo and Gong Jin-dan also found out about the chaos in the house and came home. Hong Egyo asked, "What's going on?" And she grabbed by Gong Dae-suk by the hair, shouting that she was a woman who ruined the house. Gong Jin-taek with wide eyes slapped Gong Jin-dan's cheek, looking at Gong Jin-dan, who looked at him with resentment. "Who do you think you are to call me Yung? You said you wish you were the child of someone else's house. You don't share a single drop of blood with our father and me. How dare someone who doesn't even know their roots come into our house and act like our family? Get out right now. None of the clothes and everything you have here belong to you. Leave before I chase you out even more harshly." Gong Jin-dan, with a swollen cheek from being slapped, looked at Gong Jin-taek, and Egyo kneeled down, trembling all over, begging for their life and crying. But since everything had already been revealed, Gong Jin-dan had no choice but to leave Gong Jin-taek's mansion. In the midst of his confusion, Gong Jin-dan happened to see Park Dora's press conference. At the press conference, Park Dora revealed the stalking incident she had experienced and the fact that Gong Jin-dan was the one who staged the sponsorship incident, forcing her into social isolation. She confessed her grievances and revealed that she had to choose death because of Gong Jin-dan, and that she had to live as Kim Ji-young instead of Park Dora. Hearing this shocking revelation, Gong Jin-dan felt his blood run cold. From being chased away by Gong Jin-taek to Park Dora's exposure, he had no choice but to undergo a police investigation along with the cold gaze of the public. Gong Jin-dan, who couldn't sleep without a 5-star hotel friend, became anxious at the thought of being taken to prison. He and Hong Egyo tried to find a way to prevent Jin-dan from being caught by the police. After a night of deliberation, Egyo and Sang-gu came to a conclusion. They decided to smuggle Jin-dan out of the country. Sang-gu said, "Listen to me, son. Since you're banned from leaving the country, there's no way to take a plane, so I arranged for a boat in Incheon in a hurry. When you get to Incheon port, call me from the hospital and the captain who received my money will come to pick you up. Stay quiet until you reach the Philippines, and then we'll settle down and take care of our lives in Korea. You'll understand, right?" Gong Jin-dan was horrified by Sang-gu's plan, but he had no choice but to follow Sang-gu's words. If it weren't for Sang-gu, he would have had to go to the police station for questioning and be detained in prison without any support. Gong Jin-dan arrived at Incheon port wearing inconspicuous clothes, as Sang-gu had instructed. He called the phone number Sang-gu had given him and met the captain. The captain looked at Gong Jin-dan with suspicious eyes and gestured for him to follow. Gong Jin-dan followed behind the captain, but he felt that something was strange. He had an eerie feeling that someone was watching him. Feeling a sense of danger, Gong Jin then said to the captain, "I'm in a hurry, so I'll just go to the restroom once." The captain, looking annoyed, pointed to the restroom with his hand as if saying, "Go there." Gong Jin then pretended to go to the restroom and look around. To his surprise, he saw shadows of people coming out from between the shadows of the shipping containers. Gong Jin then realized that they were police officers who had already known about him. He understood that they were there to arrest him. In a desperate attempt to escape, Gong Jin then used his agility to dodge the police officers and threw the weapon he had in his hand with his foot.
'Cause you are beautiful.